Hi Caspar, on the 25th of February 2021, and I've got something normal, something I can talk about here. It's okay, so it's a 2020 Picpoul de Pinet. Picpoul de Pinet, most people will recognise. It's sort of taken over from Pinot Grigio as the darling of the wine bar, if you like. It's a great wine from down the south of France, from the Languedoc. It's drunk sort of down there with bouillabaisse, typically, that kind of thing. What's unusual, I was sent a sample of the 2019 of this wine, and it was labelled up Vignoble Muret, M-U-R-E-T, and by the time I got around to ordering it, the 19 had run out. So I sent a sample of the 2020, thus, for the funky label, and no mention of Vignoble Muret. All it says is that it was mis en bouteille par EMB. So I think this is one of those wines where, and you, for some reason, you find a lot of people like this. There are negociant companies who, wine buyers from around the world will go to them and say, look, I want a good Picpoul de Pinet, and they'll tootle off, and they'll find somewhere a really good Picpoul de Pinet, and they'll put it in the packaging that the buyer likes, and brand it anywhere they want. And I wonder whether Vignoble Muret in 19 was just a sort of fictional domain to dress up a bottle that had been put in bottle by these people, EMB. So no shame in it. We've actually done another Picpoul from another negociant, similar situation. But let us have a look at this. 12.5% alcohol, boldly coloured, and it's a pale lemon gold, but it's got good depth of colour to it. And it's got a really characterful, rich nose. There's a faint wisp of seashell, almost oyster shell, and then a bit of rhubarb and sand, and rhubarb figures quite heavily in it. There's a hint of something herbal as well, almost sort of pine cone. It smells good. Let's see how it tastes. Well, lots here. It's I've just tasted a wine made from a grape called Auxerrois that was 12% alcohol, and lots of flavour. This is 12.5% alcohol, but also has real presence in the mouth. It's got perhaps more in the way of earthy structure than that Auxerrois did. It's got real purpose, length. Hint of tropical fruit about it, but through that comes a very dry, earthy structure. Right into the long term, the acidity is bright and really juicy, and emerges at the end with this sort of scrunch that sets your salivary glands alight. It really does. My salivary glands are tingling with that acidity, which is very much on the green apple sort of end of things. It's very long. It's still going on now. It's got bags of character, and I think bags of Picpoul character actually. There's perhaps a hint of cold ferment about it. But lovely orchard fruit with that rhubarb character to it. Great density, and that density is sustained right through the length. Not oiliness, but real textural concentration to it. Very long in the mouth, and as I say, this sort of slightly spicy lift at the finish of this fabulous freshness, almost becoming slightly bitter right at the death, which just adds to the sense of refreshment. It's very nice. It's very food friendly. Try it with a bit of cheese, and I'd say hard cheese, Gouda, that kind of thing. Try it with roast chicken, why not? Or chicken in a creamy sauce. Salads would be perfect. And yes, bouillabaisse, if you can be bothered to make it. I never have. I believe it's quite a faff to make. I love to eat it. Yeah, delicious. And this is coming up in the next Daily Drink mailing. So give us feedback. Tell us what you think of it. So 2020 Picpoul de Pinet, bottled by a negotiation firm called EMB, and that is all I know. No, that's not all I know. The other thing that I know is that it's a very delicious wine, and I'm enjoying it. It's lovely.